Hi everyone. I want to share a little cat book, cat mini album that I made with you. I'm making this book and I am going to make a dog book for my groomer. So I thought I don't have the dog book finished yet, but I thought I'd share the cat book since I have that one finished. What I used were 4 by 4 inch coasters. And I had picked these coasters up last summer, and I believe I got them on eBay. I think I got like 100 of them. And I've made several books with them. I really like them because they're just the perfect size. And then I just took paper and adhered the paper with some paper glue, and then I just trimmed around the edges to cut it off. So let's see here. First of all, what I used are the We Are Memory Keepers spiral wires, spiral binding wires, and I'm not convinced that I like these as much as I like using the regular wires that come with the cinch. When I had been at Scrap Fest last year, that's where I had learned about these, and I just had a really hard time ending it, or bending it, I guess I should say. So I looked at the book that I had made at Scrap Fest, and that's how they had showed us how to do it, and it's exactly the same, but it's going to take me a little while to get used to them. So I don't know if I'll use these, keep using these, or if I'll go back to the regular ones that I normally use that come with my cinch. What I did on here is I tied a little oh, I can't even think of what this is called. It says 9 lives, and I've had it for quite a while, like a charm, I guess you'd call it, and I tied that onto it with some jute. I have no idea where I got these. I've had a lot of my cat embellishments I've had for quite a while. I think I've been collecting them for years, so I don't know who the manufacturer of it was. For the cover of the book, I didn't put anything on it because I chose a paper that I thought fit very well, and I didn't think that it needed any other embellishing on it. And the paper that I'm using here, the pattern paper, is from Die Cuts with a View, and it's called the Pet Stack. And then for my solid papers in here, I use Die Cuts with a View, the matte stack, and it had all different colors of paper that matched it. On the first page here, I just put a mat, and what I did is I popped it up so that it, it gives it a little dimension, and I used a brad that I had that says Purr. And again, I'm not sure who the manufacturer of the brad is. I've had that for quite a while. On this page, what I did is I made a pocket, and on the pocket I used some stickers that I had that are from, I used several different stickers throughout the book, so I'm not sure who they're all from. I know I used some that were from NRN Designs that were called cat quotes, and then I used some from Cloud9 that were called Simple Thoughts. So those I've used throughout the book. For this one, what I did is I just create a little mat that goes in the pocket, and I use the EK Success edge punch here called Open Scallop. And for the corners on the edge of the mat, I used a punch that I've had. It's an older punch, if you can see it there, from Creative Memories. And what I did here, I just created, I went in the computer and I just wrote out some quotes. This one says, "The ideal calm exists in a sitting cat," and that's by Jules Reynard. And I just adhered it to just a tag, just an old shipping tag. And what you can do is you can either, put journaling on the back, or I suppose you could put a small photo on the back. This page I just left blank, thinking that you could add some dimensional embellishments, or you could add a photo. On this page, again, I used a sticker, and then this one says, "Prowling his own quiet backyard or asleep by the fire, he is still only a whisker away from the wilds, Gene Burden." And I, again, typed this on the computer, put it on a shipping tag, and then in here I added 2 mats, 2 different sizes. So you could use that for photos or journaling. And let's see. This page, same thing I did. Let's see if you can see it here if I'm holding the book. And I have 3 different mats in here. So there's 3 different sizes of mats in this little slide pocket there. And this one is the same thing. I used another sticker on here, and it's just a little slide. I've got just a mat in here. And then this one says, purring would seem to be, in her case, an automatic safety valve, a device for dealing with happiness overflow. Monica Edwards. And let's see. Excuse me. On this page, I just put a mat, and again, I used the same Creative Memories punch. And I had some metal embellishments, and I just used popped up behind it so that it would give it some dimension. This page here I left blank. I liked all the cats on it, and I thought, you know, a picture could go nicely on there, but I didn't want to cover it up with a mat. And this is the last page I left blank. But on this page, what I did is I made a little flip book. And so what I did is I just tied it. I was going to put tabs on it, but I'll do that on my next book. And on here it just says, People Who Love Cats Have Some of the Biggest Hearts Around by Susan Easterly. And how I learned to make this flip book was Susie, my friend Susie over at Creative Cafe, she makes gorgeous books. And she had a tutorial for a flip book. And hers was quite a bit larger because I think hers was like 7 by 4. But her book was quite a bit larger also. So for this one, it just flips up, and it gives you plenty of space for pictures or journaling or, you know, anything that you want to put in there. What I'll do is I will put a link to her blog in the below in the description of this video, and I'll also see if I can get the link for the tutorial on how to make that little flip book. But when I get the dog book done, I'll go ahead and do a video on that too. It's going to be similar. I'm going to use the same paper, but I'm using the dog portions of it, obviously. But as far as size and everything, it is going to be the same. I may, you know, use different colors of papers and obviously different embellishments in it. But what I'm doing is I'm making these for my groomer. I take cards to my groomer, and then her customers buy them. So I was making a few books for her. I think, however, that I am going to have enough paper left after I make these another book, and I'm going to make another cat and dog book, which will be similar to these, but of course the papers and the pages and the embellishments may be a little bit different. But if I have enough paper left, I am going to make a couple and put them in my Etsy store. And if I do that, I will I'll probably do a video on them, and then you'll be able to at least have the link if you're interested in checking them out. Thanks for watching.